Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another Let's Play of Rimworld. This is our vanilla ice cream run, where we are really very laser focused on getting the most important military techs, right? We got our gun tech, we're going to get some armor, then it's going to be a push up to the things where we can guarantee constant components and steel, and then probably making our way up to power armor as quickly as possible. Very focused, and then we might go and start being nomads. Theoretically, some horses are starting to come. We'll see. Still chilly. Went and put down some extra places to grow some crops once the season improves, which is relatively soon. Food is okay. We actually, wow, the food fluctuation is weird. Oh, it's because as soon as they pick it up, it doesn't count as being part of our stockpile. There you go. Built some shelves over here to try to organize this room a wee bit more. We've got another pump action shotgun, or a combat shotgun, I should say, that's come in, including a good one. Here, let's give this chain shotgun there. And you're working on a simple helmet now, which is fine. Components, we have some, not a huge number. We've got some. Power is now good. So right now, see, at full sun and full wind, we've got an excess of 5,500 watts, and each one of these is 1,000. So I think we probably can stop refueling these guys. What I'll do is I'll set up a second solar panel and guarantee we have daily power, and then do that. And actually, I'm able to copy of that way, just in case one of these breaks, then both are still connected. Get a second battery, get that going on, have that take over our power gen. I think that'll put us in a relatively good place. Making some blocks, which is still nice. Actually got, well, almost all the food. A little bit of insect jelly still on the floor. Almost all the food has been shelved up, which is great. We're still hoping that we can get some people doing some research properly soon. This also included a psychoid right here. So we can might maybe start making some psychite tea at some point. That'll be another way to boost people's happiness just a tiny little bit more. Has this very impressive, well, hospital. So again, now they won't get the very impressive hospital thing. Unless I get rid of these beds. But even then, it's not going to be worth much. We'll keep the beds that way. If there is some dirt, then they're not going to be too stressed about it. We got some rebuffs going on. People got to chill out a little bit more. Some go frenzy. That's nice. And yeah, no prisoners right now. And yeah, so we did set up some little mining jobs outside of the base right now because we should be in a little bit of a down period with Cassandra. So we can take a few more risks, grab some things from the edge of the map. Caravan to Mercy's Ridge. You want... Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a non-crafting thing for this. They just want some human leather. Unfortunately, we are not going to be in a position to do that, although these rewards are insanely good. Hold on, do some of you guys want to, like... Have you been looking to lose a few pounds? Because maybe we can just shave it off you in skin. Damn, those are some good rewards. Unfortunately, I don't think we can make this happen. This is the worst run to get this on. Normally, we'd have... Well, not normally, but frequently enough, we would have plenty to go around. But no, we'll have to decide when we pop this, which shouldn't need much, especially, you know what, these chain shotguns. Okay, they will do worse. If we pop one of these open and get a centipede, we'll be in horrible, horrible shape. How do we make EMP grenades? Does that come with microelectronics? Yeah, okay. Just having one EMP grenade as a backup would be good. Oh, okay, we are getting to the point where we got plenty of idleness. More than expected, so I will go and build at least a couple more of these, actually. Let me go and do a quick reset, which will cause some people to shuffle around. And... boom, boom. But yeah, research quickly, please. Thank you. That's swell. Yeah, because everyone can research. Oh, food poisoning. Ugh. Food skills actually gotten a fair bit better, but oh well. I guess, do I want to temporarily freeze this so that we empty this stack? And you'll finish that one. Oh, it did get put in different stacks, so that's good. I'm going to power this off momentarily. Freeze cooking so we can clear... Oh, you went and just regrouped this to the same stack. Well, that might not be good for everyone. I could have done forbid. No, I don't know. Throwing it outside. I mean, if you could tag a stack as like, destroy this stack. I have declared this stack unclean. We can get people like super stomachs so they don't have food poisoning, but mostly we just need to keep getting better at cooking. Which again, Borbra is great at a 10. I mean, at a 6, Manny's food poisoning is probably at what, 0.5% at this point? Maybe not quite that low. No, 0.5%. Yeah. So it isn't going to happen very often. It's possible some of those got dropped from someone who came by. Ooh, let's... Yes, please deconstruct this. Yeah, we still want to go and make this stack get drained to hopefully resolve this food poisoning situation. Okay, no one else is getting any. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was a different stack that was unclean. Nope, there you go. Barbara got the food poisoning there. Never mind. And then I built the extra research labs, and of course now we don't have the same idle list. But the weather, we could still dip below -10, but hopefully we don't. We will try to get this stuff planted now. I'm not going to go and turn off the sowing. We're going to hope that we don't get an early kill. Worst case scenario, well, we got some extra skill points. We're going to go and expand our little kill thing here, although we will go and build this with, yeah, granite for the extra hit points. So yeah, melee here. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 extra rows, so 5 rows over here of shooting. We'll build these up. I'll tear these down. I mean, I guess maybe I can wait until they get destroyed, because I do need them to be maybe a little tankier. And then we might go and keep this sort of idea for defense. Like if we're like, it's fun. We're using different weapons in different runs, right? Did a lot of runs on heavy SMGs. They're great. They still, they basically do the same amount of damage as the assault rifle until you get like really skilled and can do long range sniping with the assault rifle. But they take what, 2/3 of the material, which is a pretty good discount. There we go. Flak armor, please. But yeah, now we're doing the chain shotguns, which actually use slightly more components than the SMGs, but they're pretty good. How do we have... I guess oh, there we go. We said idle, but you were coming down here. More food poisoning. Okay, I think that was our last cooked meal, so we're going to turn the cooker back on. And hope we don't get quite so unlucky. Now, part of this food count includes, I think, insect meat. Yeah, so 300 change units of food here is actually insect meat that we don't eat. But we will kibblify it later. How much skill do I need for the fine meals? A 6. Okay, so if we had veggies, Manny would now be able to start making some fine meals. But we'll have to wait. I mean, there may be some berries or something I could pick, but I don't think that's worth our time. I'm going to put a little haul here, mostly get this stuff out of the way. I think I can cancel these. You don't have to haul that, but clean this up. I mean, it'll get nudged out of the way when people go to plant, but let's just pull it into our dumping area completely, please. So we finished... Oh, there must be another... Didn't I set 4 of these? I only see 3 equipped. And they should... Oh, actually, we don't have... No, there it is. Equip that. I could put in some filters. So I did set this up. This is just melee weapons. This is just range weapons. But we do have a lot of extra range weapons. We need a random caravan to come so we can sell them that stuff. And some of the random extra clothes we've got. And yeah, again, I'll try to avoid overdoing these others. These are out of fuel. And then we do have the grid excess, which is nice. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I guess I could have kept these around as a spare, but no. Tear this down. We'll use that. We don't need the constant supply of wood. We don't need a little bit of extra hauling labor to keep you full. So I think this is going to be good. 27 components is a lot of components. 400 steel is not infinite amounts. How are we looking? We've got time before the next Cassandra thing. Maybe like right over here. This is so far out of the way. Let's go and do some mining from that spot. Ah, so much research. Yes. This is what we're looking to achieve. Then get everyone flak armored. I guess we need one more chain shotgun. Okay, the grizzly bear does change some of the math a little bit. Okay, Michelle. Luckily, Michelle's pretty far away. Okay, get inside. Now, I think the bear will do the thing where it's ignoring our traps again, which is super annoying, but so be it. Because weirdly, you're not considered hostile. I wonder if Borber can take one shot at it and trigger. There you go. Trigger the change now. So now it's going to hit traps. Hey, and you went down. All right. So it cost us some wood, but it was a very safe way to take down the grizzly bear. Now make sure to cook that meat well. Here, bears are like notorious for like parasites and things like that. Manny's throwing a party. You know what? That's fine. We can take a mood boost. I don't mind this. And yeah, we may want a specific storage for the chem fuel. Under the mountain is good, because then you can't be randomly turreted. One thing you could do is make some interesting like insect bait. So the insects, when they spawn, they try to spawn in the biggest room. So for us, they will constantly spawn in here, which is not necessarily ideal. We could do like a dummy like bait room, a big empty room, and hope they spawn there, and then set things up appropriately, but I think we'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, the extra chain shotgun, that'll be for Borba. And we could set up a smelter to break down some of this stuff. Do I want a crematorium now? Maybe the next time we get a big raid? They don't want to expand my graves anymore. That's for sure. Yeah, no. All right, sleepy time. No night owls. Everyone's scheduled properly. Yes, good. Everything's scheduled okay here. Yep. Sheep joined. I don't think we're going to set up some sheep breeding, so I think the sheep are going to get set to auto slaughter. These are steel walls. You know what? Go ahead and deconstruct these. These are slate, but we may as well convert these into blocks. Why not? The last of the ambrosia here is gone. You still have some over here, so we're not going to remove that. I'll deconstruct this whole thing. Yeah, we can get some granite blocks out of it. That's going to be okay. Mostly it's like, hey, steel walls. That is very convenient. It'll be something for our constructors to do, although that means them not doing research, but no, I think that's okay. And it's an out of the base activity. We don't have much of a safe window yet. We don't know exactly what the timing window here, and there's some randomness. We could get raided pretty soon, which does make this area a little scary for Michelle. I think what I'll do is, as soon as she's done for the day and heads back to the base, I'll cancel whatever mining is left over here, so that she doesn't return to the edge of the map next time. Especially the fact that to get back to the base, you gotta take this really indirect route. If some bad guys spawn here, Michelle is just toast. You're still going? All right. Noons is wild for the sleep schedule. You know what? It is making me nervous, though. I'm gonna cancel that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Chain shotgun is done. Borba, when you get back to base... Transport pod crash. Okay, hold on a second. There's the chain shotgun. Oh, it's excellent. Okay, equip that. A scout named Mox. Jogger. Minor cook, but also good shooting. Sure. Tomo. Yeah, 10 to Mox. And then capture. So you're going to use your actual herbal meds. I mean, you only have so much of it, so not everything will necessarily be treated with it, but that's okay. There you go. And yep. Inside the base. Oh, Shaman Merchant. It's only the primitives are coming to trade with us, which is a little annoying because they don't sell components. Oh, and I have to remember that we have to tick you onto recruit. Okay. Sorry, where are you? Up there. Who's our best chatter? Yeah, Benny these days. Yeah. Okay. Right. Do I want to move Benny over to the left? Maybe. A lot of times I keep my... Well, when I'm playing with ideology, that's where I keep my my moral guide. Interesting. We could buy Neutramine. We don't have the use for it yet. Could also go with dromedaries, but we've got, theoretically, horses coming. How about I sell you the wake up? You have a lot of money. Okay, I like this. Sell the wake up and the ambrosia. Take all your Neutramine. We may have to do a slight beeline with our research to do various drug researches, including mostly the medicine tech. Penoxycline as well. Yeah, that'll give us something really good to do with this Neutramine. And generally speaking, the idea is, again, to try to convert wealth from a form that is pointless to us to something that is useful to us. I don't like where our wealth is going now. I feel like we've got a little too much garbage kicking around. Huge amount of food as well, which is value, although we haven't turned it all into meals, which are expensive. And the ewes over here should get slaughtered, right? Where's sheep down here? Oh, this doesn't actually do the pregnant one. Oh. Okay. I guess that's fine. Well, hopefully you survive. And yeah, we've got some hay here. We are going to kibble a lot from the insect meat as well. There, damn it, it got too cold. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it got too cold, so we're going to lose some of the crops. So again, we wasted some amount of time planting them. Hopefully they don't all die. And at least now, winter is officially ending and going to spring. So hopefully we won't have too many other things. Okay, we don't want people wandering to the edge of the map anymore. Okay, there's a little bit more steel there. Not much. I guess you're already on your way, so we'll left you. I was like, I could forbid it, but that'll finish it. Okay, there should be no real reason for our people to walk outside of our base right now. I could put us on a wall-only behavior. I don't think that's strictly required. I don't think we have to lock people into our walled areas. Research is going. One person idle. Wow, we were... Look at me not overloading my people. What a crazy concept. Ironically, Tomo is one of our better researchers and doesn't have a research spot. Should I build another one of these? Sure. Which will busy one of our constructors. Yeah, I guess both Manny and Benny are back on... they're both on a 2 for construct because we have a cook now. There we go, do that. Quest expiring... Yeah, we're not going to do the human leather, although we have a prisoner now, but no. Still one more, or 2 more idols for a second. There we go. Another research table. Go, go. Now, if I was low on steel, which I'm not, but if I was and I was worried about the raid, I could go and mine these guys out. But I'm going to try to save them until, like, we're not feeling like we can go out onto the map. So yeah, we're due any time now. I mean, maybe another couple of days still. Again, these windows have variable length, so it's hard to read. It's hard to know exactly. So there's still some uncertainty with Cassandra Classic. Not a ton, but there's still some. So yeah, could be another couple of days before our next major crisis. But we're going to want to mostly buckle down. Temperature outside is 5. I mean, that's during the day. Hopefully we don't get another -10 and beyond night. And this stuff will just grow. Assuming there's no overhead mountain over here for a little bit, we can trim this back and then put another wind turbine next to it. That'd be nice. We'll see. I mean, I can just put a wind turbine here, or you can put them anywhere, but I like to have them in a row, of course. Okay, flak armor is done. We don't have the barrels yet, so I'm not going to research mortars yet. We could pre-research the smoke pop packs, although I don't know. I think there's a particular wealth level you need to hit before you get mech clusters. We could consider researching geothermal power. We have one within our base. I don't need biofuel refueling or refining, at least not for now. We're getting a trickle in. We're not consuming it with anything. I think we can live without sterile materials a little bit longer. So I think this is going to be the time for the push to the microelectronics, although we're not going to want to build these en masse. Do I want to research a little bit more before we go and push in that direction? Oh, yeah, you know what? We want to get the drug production, penoxyclin. Medicine does need the better research bench. Okay. But yeah, we can do this. Does this do anything by itself? This just unlocks the drug lab. I don't know, maybe the drug lab has something available right out of a box without further research. I guess we'll check. We'll build it before we research more. Spring has begun. So it is below 0, which is impacting the growth rate of the plants, but it shouldn't kill them and it should get warmer. We've got not a ton of wood, but some. Tell you what, I'll chop some trees inside of our base here. We might want to go and also just grow trees somewhere. I can't remember if we plant trees, we do a grow area with trees outside. Do bad guys burn them down? I don't know if they do set the trees on fire. I feel like they have a behavior for that. I know there was a thing with cocoa trees too. I don't recall. get a little bit more wood. Okay, that's good. We don't consume it exactly the same. Back to research. That's fine. Benny, I'm sorry you're idle. But I'm not going to try to do busy work just because. Although I suppose you could construct a few more of these shelves, or even these shelves. I don't know. Machine table, this. We're good on this. That's fine. If I've got more power, I suppose I could go and get the smithy and maybe the smelter. Hey, what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the crematorium. I think this is a fine spot. It's got sort of a natural tuck spot. I think this has to be roofed so it doesn't zot. But we'll get this. So we're sort of ready for the next raid. What I'll do is I'll deconstruct. Is this a grave empty? Yeah, we'll deconstruct these graves. So I don't want things getting buried in there when they can be cremated. And we'll also set a cremate job to tear down, to burn down some of the stuff we don't want. Free up some shelf space, but also limit a bit of wealth. Although, I mean, I guess to a certain extent, the existence of this is making some wealth. But I think it's an important part of our base, and I'm not complaining. Okay, drug production. So we're going to research towards penoxycline. And then I'm going to put down the... There we go. This drug lab. Yeah, we can put it down there. Finish that. Thank you very much. I mean, that does eat more power. I think I will, again, since we're sort of staying inside the base right now, waiting for Cassandra to do her next thing. Let me go and trim this back. And hope there's no overhead mountain to block this. Done. Okay, bills. Cremate corpse. Do forever. Yeah, cremate all human corpses. Then... burn apparel, do forever. First of all, I'm just going to toggle off clean. So this is going to burn all tainted apparel. Then I'm going to do burn apparel, do forever. I'm going to turn off non-biocoded. So this will do all biocoded clothing. While I'm at it, well, I kind of want to smelt down the weapon. So then I'll do burn apparel, do forever. Anything that is 51 or lower. We're going to burn that. Okay. Keep things a little bit more clean and sorted. Okay, so now if we get a raid, we'll get rid of the bodies that way. I could go and burninate this. What I could do is something like rotten animals, maybe within a radius. So we don't go and do it all over the map. You know, I kind of don't hate that. We'll put it down at the bottom here. Cremate corpses, do forever. Not fresh, but now allow animals. We can leave the human in there because it makes no difference. And the radius is we'll just do this much. Mostly to cover this. Maybe a little bit outside, but that's going to be okay too. There we go. Okay, just to clear up some space. I mean, this stuff eventually decays, but it does take a while. So we can do a little bit of cleaning. I don't suspect these corpses are adding much in the way of wealth, but... oh, we actually took... that's interesting. I wonder what this dip represents, wealth-wise. What did we consume? Maybe some of it was the animals joining and then us butchering it? I don't know. We could, cut away at this stuff, but... I mean, the blocks are always nice, but they're not a big deal. All right, Cassandra. You've got me on edge here, waiting for whatever the heck is about to happen. Oh, there we go. Defoliator ship. Okay, it's far enough that we have some time to react. On the other hand, what are you going to drop here? We don't have EMP grenades. And the problem is we have no way of getting that in the short term. Because it is quite the research to research microelectronics. At 3,000. That is a lot. Let me think on this, but I strongly suspect what's going to happen is we're going to put our people with our chain shotguns right behind here for some cover, engage them at fairly short range. There's no scyther. I don't know if our melee or people are going to engage at all. It might be really unsafe for them to do so. I don't know. I don't know exactly how we'll handle this. We shall see. Next time. Thanks for watching. See you. Oh, I guess I could still smoke pop because it will still reduce visibility, but not the same way. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.